Hey everyone, this is Sundown again with Cooking with Sundown. Today we are going to make corn cheese enchiladas. I have a homemade enchilada sauce, kind of tinkering with that still, so when I get it to where I'm happy, I will put the recipe up for you guys. Today we need sweet corn, salt and pepper, cheddar cheese, garlic, corn tortillas, a shallot, or if you don't have a shallot, you can use a yellow or a sweet onion, vegetable oil, and milk, but that's in the fridge. I'll grab that when I do need it.
And the aforementioned enchilada sauce.
So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start by preheating the oven at 350, which I have going. We're going to take our corn tortillas, put them on a paper towel, actually a couple, but you know what I mean. We're going to wrap them, and then I'm going to take a little bit of water and put on here and put them in the microwave for about 20 seconds to soften them up. Alright, so we're going to start off by dicing up our shallot. You only need about half of this, so be careful because we do have animals, and onions can actually harm your cats and dogs.
So what's the difference between a shallot and any other kind of onion?
A shallot has a sweeter taste than a regular onion does. So we're gonna cut this about 3/4 of the way. You don't want to go all the way to the end, or else the onion's gonna fall apart. Just put slices down that, and you're gonna cut right down the center, about 3/4 of the way down, not all the way to the end. So when you dice it, it'll hold together, and you won't have to worry about falling apart trying to keep it together. Alright, so we're going to take this over to the stove and get it put in the skillet. Alright, so we're going to turn our heat on a medium and take our shallot, put it into the pan.
Is there oil in the pan?
Yes, there's a tablespoon of oil.
What kind?
Vegetable. And we're going to let that stir and simmer. You can put it in on a cold skillet, that's fine.
What was that?
That is an extra spoon for it. Takes 2 cloves of garlic, which is about a tablespoon.
That was some, was that some MS magic?
No, that was blonde hair magic. So we're going to let this sweat down, cook up, get fragrant.
And I assume translucent.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't want it too bad. Sorry, our fancy salt shaker and pepper shaker's over there, and I'm not going to walk.
So what is that you're doing?
That is about a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper.
And we're sauteing those and getting them sizzly?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat up just a little bit more on here. Alright, so this is sizzling up nice. You're going to go ahead and add a cup of corn. Get that stirred in there. I'll turn the heat up just a little bit to about a medium high.
So can you explain to us why you made homemade enchilada sauce on this fine eve, sir?
Because it is raining cats and dogs outside.
And it has been all day.
And it has been all day. And we're under tornado warning watch right now.
You were willing to risk the 18-mile drive into town to get enchilada sauce in a tornado warning in the middle of a monsoon?
I would have.
Oh. Somebody stopped you?
Yeah.
My bad.
That's alright. It's probably smarter than yours. Alright, so we're going to cook this down. I'm going to step over to the fridge and grab some milk real quick. And we are going to add a half cup of milk in there. Alright, so we added a half cup of milk. We're going to turn the heat up just a little bit on here. And you're going to let this cook down and reduce and thicken up. Alright, so this is thickened up nicely. And we are going to take this over to the counter over there and assemble these bad boys. Alrighty, so we have our corn tortillas. And if they break, it's alright. It's not the end of the world. They're all going to the same place anyways. So we're going to take some of this enchilada sauce.
They'll all come out in the end?
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that. We're gonna pour some in the bottom.
Why?
That way you don't have to oil the pan and keep it from sticking, and then you get that burnt on goodness that everyone loves.
Yay!
Yay!
What size pan is that?
Oh,
That's a 9 by 10, isn't it? Or 8 by 11?
8 by 11. All right, so
Is 9 by 10 even a real size? I don't know.
That's what she said. So we're gonna put some of the mixture in there.
Putting it in the center?
In the center. We're gonna put a little bit of cheese. Then we're gonna roll them. And you're gonna set it in there just like that.
How tight do you need to roll those?
It don't have to be, all kinds of crazy tightness. Because with these, if you roll too tight, it will break. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it breaks. You really don't want it to. See how that one's splitting?
Yeah. Do they need a refresh nuke?
No. These are just the white. From the experience that I've had, the white shells are the worst on breaking compared to yellow. And it doesn't matter if you pre-bake them in the oven. It doesn't matter if you moisten them or what. Get some of that, put it back on here. I was gonna say you didn't see that, but you did. Because even if they break, like I said, it's okay. It's not the end of the world.
Well, I suspect we're going to have some cheese on top. It's actually going to, and the cheese inside, as it heats up, is probably going to be like a glue anyway, right?
Yeah, it's going to glue them up. And I put them in with the seam down on the bottom.
And that will help them seal as they cook as well.
Correct.
Poor shells, they're like...
Well, I grabbed these shells by accident. And then we're going to take this and put it back into the pan. Bring this over here. And we are going to...
Ideally, you would not want your tortillas splitting open like that, but it's not the end of the world, like you said.
No.
Live and learn. Next time, get yellow.
For sure. I mean, it's still going to taste the same. It's just, presentation. But if you got hungry kids and a mister that's wanting to eat,
That's a little hangry.
I don't think they're really going to matter about presentation.
So did you use not quite the rest of the enchilada sauce, but just enough to cover and coat them, right?
Yeah, to put a layer on the bottom before you put these in. And then you're going to put a layer on top to cover it. And then cheese. I can't tell you how much cheese to put on there because we like cheese. You just want to make sure that everything is covered.
Are you going to scoop the rest of the little bit of corn mixture on the top? Mix in with the cheese? Waste not, want not?
I will.
Ah, that's right. Nom 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 nom.
We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for around 20 minutes until it, you know, starts to melt and gets a nice golden brown. And I will see you in a minute. Alrighty, everyone. Let's stand back because glass is gonna fog up the steam. Alrighty. Oh, so this is taking about 23 minutes. Oh, that looks freaking good.
Ooh.
You can hear it going.
Yeah, so can the animals. They're coming from all directions.
Alrighty, coming around hot. Alright, so we have this out of the oven now. We're going to let it cool off for a couple minutes before we dish it up. And as soon as we get it dished up, we will be right back. And this is the cheesy corn enchiladas, corn cheesy enchiladas, plated up. And I would like to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out my channel, checking out this dish. Hope you all enjoy it as much as we do. And if you like, subscribe. Thanks. Peace.